All right, Sunday afternoon car rant. Rich Jones repping the recovery cartel. So listen, though, before I get started, I'm in an undisclosed location here because, I've been watching a lot of Ozarks lately. I'm obsessed with Marty Byrde, and I'm obsessed with his problem-solving skills and his compartmentalization skills. I'm not impressed with his delegation skills. He delegates, but then he micromanages. He's micromanaging Wendy. Wendy has a lot of potential. He needs to let her run. Okay. So I've been watching that a lot. I'm afraid that the cartel might be looking for me. Yesterday, my work bank accounts got shut down. Yep, frozen. What's up with that? And then here's the other thing. I've been seeing a lot of mysterious looking. There's another one right there. SUVs with tinted windows. Black SUVs with tinted windows. Coincidence? Or is the Navarro cartel tired of me calling myself the recovery cartel? All right, that's not what I got on here to talk about. Let me tell you what I want to get on here and car rant about. By the way, Randy Anderson tried to do a car rant the other day. Randy, you did a good job. You were ranting, you were on point. A lot of good topics. I do want to tell you though, if you notice, I'm in a parking lot right now because I've gotten a lot of feedback and a lot of blowback around me driving while I'm ranting. And here's the thing, this isn't necessarily a rant. This is actually food for thought. Okay, so listen, think about this. Let's think logically. Here we are, we're obsessed with the opioid epidemic. It's all you see on TV, hashtag opioid epidemic, 60 Minutes, CNN, rally here, rally there, Trump signed this, Trump signed that, Congress this, Congress that, all this, all about the opioid epidemic. All right. Those of us who work in the field, those of us in recovery, we know that it's not all about opioids. But think about the impact that has on the rest of the country. Think about the everyday person in the street. Think about the high school kids. All right, so all they're hearing about is opioids. Opioids are bad. Opioids are bad. They're not hearing about substance misuse. They're not hearing about the dangers of substance use disorder, period. They're hearing about opioids. So if you're a kid or you're a young adult in college where other things are normalized, things like Xanax, like Xanny bars, all normalized, and all you're hearing about opioids, you are logically going to think that you're not really in danger. This is no big deal. It's so freaking logical. Why are we doing this? Why are we passing bills to go into school and do education on opioids instead of education on recovery or education on substance use disorder in general? What in the world is up with people? I mean, I don't even understand. That doesn't even take a recovery expert to figure it out. Go into the schools and do general education around substance misuse, not opioid education. Because I'm going to tell you something, and if you're in South Carolina and you know anything about this, you know what I'm about to say is true. In South Carolina, for young adults, it's not heroin, it's not prescription pain pills, it's Xanax. Xanax has become a mainstream drug, whether you want to believe it or not. Go to any high school. I've done this. I teach in high schools. I teach sociology for Greenville Tech, and I go into high schools. And I turn it into a drug and alcohol seminar. Fire me, I don't care. I turn it into a drug and alcohol seminar. And I ask questions like, these are the best kids in the school, too. Think about this, the best kids in the school. I ask questions like, because they're doing dual enrollment, high achievers. So I ask questions like, how many people could access prescription Xanax without leaving the building by the end of the day today? And nearly every hand goes up. Now, I didn't ask them if they were all using it. I'm not saying they were using. I'm saying that Xanax is mainstream. But we are freaking obsessed with talking about opioids and blaming doctors for overprescription. There's more to this than just like, are the pharmacy companies wrong? Are the doctors wrong? Should we be saying this? Should we be saying that? There's much more to this, and somebody has to evaluate this on a complex level and understand that what we're going to do is we're going to push down on one substance and another's going to pop up. Here's another thing, last thing. Cartels. Cartels are multinational corporations that employ people who've worked for other multinational corporations to develop strategy and marketing campaigns and research and development. Read a book called Narconomics, How to Run a Drug Cartel. It's not just thugs on the corner slinging dope. So let's say you're running a national, multinational corporation. You don't want any of your profit gone. You don't want any of your margins going down. You don't want any of that happening. And one of your biggest products in the United States of America, it's a full-on assault from the federal government on down. Full-on assault to push down demand, cut off supply. But really they're concerned about pushing down demand. They know cutting off supply really won't work. So here's what they're going to do, people. They're going to do a little bit of research and development, product development. Let's try this. Let's put fentanyl in cocaine. Let's put fentanyl in Xanax. Let's press pills and distribute pressed pills, fake pills. And now you got kids already tuned up, popping a pill. They don't even know what they got. As we try to get ahead of this thing, why don't people talk to me? I know the answer to that. They don't like having me in a room with them. I'll say something that's not in the playbook. That's why we are going to construct our own thing. Watch what happens. And it's not going to have nothing to do with all this other stuff. Everything you know about the way this system works was randomly invented by people back in the day. They didn't know any more than me. They didn't know anything more than you. All right. Ranting a little bit. I really wanted it to be food for thought. Have a wonderful day.